Well, you got an offensive line coach in Will Friend who's been around for 3 seasons, and you hate to lose him, especially to a rival who just won a national championship, but that's what's out there right now.
So Georgia, Matt Luke reportedly steps down for, wasn't it like burnout? Or
It sounds like it.
yeah, and that's becoming such an interesting element in the coaching moves in college football right now. Is that these jobs, these guys get paid well. You don't want to call it torture or something like that, but they get worked like absolute dogs, specifically with the recruiting in college ball right now. I mean, it's absolutely brutal. If you're not actually coaching your football team, you have to be on a plane headed to the middle of nowhere most of the time to go watch a kid play high school football and to talk to him, go to his mom's house, say hey to everybody, shake his grandfather's hand, whatever you got to do to try to get that guy in town. If you're Jeremy Pruitt, give him a McDonald's bag, whatever you have to do, and they just, it's totally understandable to me for a move like that. And so this has kind of come up, and Tennessee is looking for a wide receivers coach right now. The guy that they had went to the New Orleans Saints, and I'm sure that Georgia's kind of facing down a similar thing, given their coach just left reportedly for that, reason where he's just worn out. What are guys willing to do when their name comes up for a job? Because I say all of this to bring it full circle around. Reportedly, Josh Heupel's a pretty decent guy to work for in the landscape of college football. Obviously, I'm certain that he asks his guys to work extremely hard. I don't think that there's a decently successful coach in the game that doesn't do that. But I think on the whole, you looked this offseason, nobody until Cody Burns left just last week, the wide receivers coach, he had kept everybody on his staff, which is pretty rare no matter who you are. And I think it says something about who Heupel is as a guy to work for. And so now with the offensive line coach reportedly getting a look from Georgia, I think the question is, does Glen Elarbee look and go, okay, I can work with a guy that I really like. Hopefully, I guess I don't know their relationship, but hopefully he likes, because he decided not to leave Tennessee. He didn't want to flee the place like you saw some of Auburn's coaches this offseason. And so does he look at that situation in Georgia and he goes, well, the last guy left because he hated his job and he wasn't happy and he was getting run to the ground. So is that something I really want to go do? And I wonder how much of a factor that is. It makes that whole situation really interesting to me, and it's something that I've been interested in general with college football right now, because in my opinion, I mean, some of these workloads are just unsustainable, man. They really they just run you right into the ground. And so I'll say I think he's done a good job for Tennessee. Elarbee has, and I hope that he stays. But money talks, and maybe he sees Georgia and wants to hop. But that was a long diatribe, but it's something that I've been interested in. That whole scene, because Tennessee is looking for a coach currently. I think it's just an interesting element in the whole thing.